you something. Why pay more for pink or blue packets when they're Sugar Twin? Sugar Twin costs less, tastes great, sweetens my coffee perfectly. So why pay more?
Sugar Twin. Sweet taste, sweeter price.
Get 'em bright, so bright. Brand new Clorox too. Mama's got the magic to keep them looking new. Get 'em bright, so bright. Brand new Clorox 2.
New Clorox 2 keeps clothes looking newer longer. A new combination of Clorox color-safe bleach and brighteners no one else has. Keeps colors and whites bright and pretty.
Get 'em bright, so bright. Brand new Clorox 2.
What kind of woman would ask her children to commit murder?
It's not really killing. It's the right thing to do.
What kind of child would do it?
Did you shoot your grandfather?
Stephanie Powers, E.G. Marshall, and Doug McKeon in a two-part movie based on actual events.
Don't make me do this.
At mother's request. Friday.
Warning, the $20 bill in your pocket may be worthless. Ernie Anastas reports counterfeit cash. Tonight at 11 on Channel 2 News.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
So, did you and Iva have a good talk last night?
Actually, we did, and I feel a little better, and hopefully she does too. I want to thank you for going over to Cal's so we could be alone.
Well, it wasn't completely selfish. We had a pretty great night ourselves.
I bet you did.
Yeah, where's Iva?
She's inside. I gotta go to the office. I don't want to be late.
You got it. I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Hello, Snyder.
Whoa, what are you doing here?
Drove straight from the airport. Couldn't wait another minute to see that special face.
Aww.
Yes, Margot, I found a body at the foot of the warehouse stairs. I'm sure he's dead. Fine, get here as soon as you can. Thanks. She said she'd be here right away and not to touch anything.
Well, touch me anyway. I can't stop shivering. Oh, God, who could he be? And how on earth did he get in here when we locked the door last night?
I wish I knew.
Oops, I didn't interrupt any early morning lovemaking.
Cullen, didn't you just step over a body?
Beg pardon?
The body at the foot of the stairs, Crowley.
A dead body? Wait, it's a joke. I don't get it.
I'm not bloody joking.
Well, I'm sorry. There's no dead body on the stairs when I came up. What's this all about?
Well, Bob?
What are you doing here?
I thought maybe we could have a talk before I went to work.
No, I can't. This is... Morning, I have a rehearsal, and then I have a taping at the studio.
I'm gonna run along. I would like to talk to you about making up some sort of schedule for this trip up to top.
I'd like to discuss it with you.
Fine, fine. Well, you know where I am if you need me.
Since we didn't get anywhere on the phone last night, I thought I'd stop by and we could try to talk in person.
I assume you came to this decision after thoroughly discussing it with Susan. I tried calling you back last night at your motel. When Susan answered your phone, I realized I had nothing to say to you. I still don't.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Cascade with sheeting action. Gives you virtually spotless dishes every time.
Okay, tonight
tonight's experiment gazpacho. 2 more for dinner? Sure. Okay, Molly, you're going to bed again. Now the music. Rock, rumba, reggae.
Since you have other things to think about than spots, use Cascade so your dishes will look great for the party. Cascade sheeting action rinses spots away.
The centerpiece goes in the center. Perfect.
Don't take chances. Use Cascade because you don't have time for spots.
Even if I didn't have sensitive skin, I'd use it anyway. Because I just love the idea of a pure, white, fragrance-free skincare treatment. But the fact that I do have sensitive skin and can now have what zillions of women use to help them look younger, well, don't think I don't love that idea, too.
Softening, smoothing, oil of Olay for sensitive skin.
Being taken for younger is just fine with me.
Remember how much fun it was to color? It still is with Dutch Boy satin finish paint. For the look that gets the looks year after year, you can see why it's worth more.
What you are about to see will bring tears to your eyes. As close as you can get to real tears, because Murine with Natural Tears formula is closer to your real tears than any other eye drop. Murine Natural Tears formula.
Susan came by to tell me that
I don't want to hear any excuses. I'm still trying to deal with the knowledge that yesterday, after the most painful, difficult conversation you and I have ever had, you ran straight to Susan and told her the whole thing.
That's not entirely true. She didn't have anything.
I don't want to hear anything more about Susan.
Well, it's difficult to discuss our situation without bringing Susan into
I don't want
it.
to discuss our situation either. I am just trying to concentrate on doing this segment of Patterns, to say nothing of the trip to Park Forest tomorrow. And even though I know you should be there for Andy, the idea of facing him with you, after everything that has happened, is not something I am looking forward to.
Why don't you postpone the taping?
Well, hell, I can't just back out of my work any more than you can. I've got a career. I may not be a doctor, but I've got a career.
I was just trying to make it easier for you.
Well, now, isn't that ironic, considering the situation?
You know, last night was one of the most frustrating, longest nights I've ever had to spend in my life.
Well, it was no picnic here either. I'm trying to make excuses to Christopher, who, even though he's young, he knows there's something wrong. And my God, Lisa was in and out of here a million times yesterday. And Margot, and Emily, all trying to talk, all gonna fix it up.
I'm sorry I had to go through that.
Oh, you damn well should be.
I was hoping that we could talk more rationally this morning.
I don't feel rational. I hurt. Damn it. I hurt. My God, this is a nightmare and I can't wake up.
Sweetheart.
Oh, God, don't you call me sweetheart. Anybody home? Oh, here you are.
I knew you were taping today, Kim, so I thought I'd come over and help Joyce in any way I could. I would have called yesterday afternoon, but I wanted to give you two a chance to enjoy some time alone together.
I think I'm gonna go have another cup of coffee.
I'll join you.
You know what?
What?
I don't think it was a good idea for you to come out here.
Well, I'm sorry. I called the yacht, thinking that you might have decided against spending the night here, but there was no answer, so I drove straight here from the airport.
Okay, well, let's go to the office. I left my curling iron there, and I've got to curl my hair, and besides, I want to go before Iva comes out.
Look, I hate feeling as though I'm walking on eggshells here. Let me just go inside and say hello, all right?
Well, I wish you wouldn't.
All right. You're going to the office. Yeah. At least go with me. Let me give you a ride.
No, I got my car.
Well, I'll drive you back later, and you can pick it up. I miss you so much, I want to see you.
You know what you are?
What?
You're a spoiled boy who wants what he wants when he wants it.
Damn straight. And I want to tell you about Lenore and the kids, so come on and don't be a spoiled sport.
All right. Carry my bag, then.
Iva, they've gone. It's okay. Hey, listen. Sorry you had to see that. I know it wasn't easy.
No, I think it's good. I mean, you know, accepting something in your head and then dealing with it in reality are two totally different things. And I'm doing better than I thought.
I'm glad to hear it.
All right, I gotta get to work.
Hey, you gonna come and have dinner with us?
No, I'm gonna have dinner with Matt tonight.
All right. That's good. You know, I like that Dr. Matthews.
Yeah, so do I.
It's just like Duncan said. I went to go make breakfast. Duncan went downstairs to unlock the door, when suddenly he stopped on the first landing because...
And I saw a body at the foot of the stairs right where I showed you. What do you think we're making this up?
No, I believe you, Duncan. I think that there is a rational explanation, and I've got two men searching for a corpse in the warehouse right now. But obviously, since Colin passed by the same spot on the steps moments later and saw nothing, whoever it wasn't dead.
Well, then he was doing a damn good impression.
Colin, did you hear or see anything out of the ordinary on your way up the steps this morning?
No, well, I do remember I heard someone whistling as I arrived on the first landing on my way up.
Did you find that odd?
No. I mean, I'm used to all sorts of odd things going on about this house. I know the workers come and go at strange hours, so when I heard the whistling, I didn't think anything of it. But the only reason I remember it is because it sounded familiar, reminded me of England. So I started whistling it myself.
That's right. I heard you right before you came in.
Oh, this is a stupid conversation. Bloody corpses don't bloody well whistle.
No, they don't, but we haven't found a corpse yet. So how many men do you have working here now?
6. No, 7. Clifford hires people as she needs help in the warehouse.
And I don't remember hearing any of them whistling.
Oh, can we get off of the whistling, please?
Come to think of it, when you two were in Philadelphia and I was here, one morning I was making coffee and I remember I heard whistling drifting up from below.
Was it the same song?
And I don't remember. But again, the strains made me feel a bit homesick.
Well, then, why don't you book passage back to jolly old England?
Cool it, Duncan.
What do you mean, cool it? I call the police because I find a body at the foot of the stairs, and then I look like a bloody idiot when Margot gets over here because I can't produce the body?
Well, shouldn't take it personally, old man.
Take it personally. I'll show you how to take personally.
Why don't we go put some clothes on? That's not necessary. I'm gonna go down and check and see if the men have found anything.
Listen. Is that the same song?
Oh, for Lord's sake.
O'Neill.
What's wrong?
Why were you whistling?
No special reason? Something wrong with it?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. Have you found anything?
No. But did the lady of the house drop this?
I don't know. That's not mine. Oof. God, it's drenched with perfume. I wonder if there's an initial. Look. That's a blood stain, isn't it?
O'Neill, where did you find this?
Just under the first step on the landing below.
That's right, where I found the body, but it was a man.
Well, I shouldn't think any self-respecting man would use a handkerchief like that, what?
Hello? Hello? Who is this? Nobody's saying anything, but they're whistling.
Give me that.
Come on in. Feel the fluffiest softness ever.
Come on in, it's fluffy soft. Soft, softest feeling, only Downy has that feeling.
Downy rinses in the most softness of any fabric softener. You can see the difference. Downy softness is fluffy softness.
Come on in, it's April fresh. Downy feeling, fluffy feeling.
April Fresh Downy softens best in liquid and dryer sheets.
Come on in. Now you're cooking healthy, salt-free. I love Mrs. Dash. Shaking on the flavors, zesty, healthy. I love Mrs. Dash.
Mrs. Dash, 14 herbs and spices for healthier flavor instead of salt.
Your heart will thank you.
Introducing a remarkable new Fixodent.
At last, an adhesive that doesn't quit at quitting time. Wait up, guys.
This new Fixodent holds stronger. 4 hours longer than any other cream adhesive. Fixodent and forget it all day into the night.
I wish the person who put those tires on the playground had to wash my kids' clothes. So much dirt and tire smut. I gave up. until tied with bleach.
Colors are bright when tied with bleach. And those whites? Take a dirty sock. Gets only this white with other detergents, but tied with bleach gets it gleaming white.
It brings back the brightness and newness. Thanks, Marlene Brigette.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be tied.
An all-new People magazine on television picks the 50 most beautiful people in the world. Plus, a preview of the play all the stars want to star in. People magazine on television, Thursday at 10.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I thought you were mad at me for some reason.
Why?
Why? Because the last I saw you was late last night, or in the evening, whatever it was, and you went to the hospital. You come in the middle of the night without a word. You leave dawn without a word.
I had to go over and talk to Kim and Bob about this trip up to Park Forest, you know?
Well, how are things at the Hugheses?
They're fine. Why?
I just wondered, that's all.
I went over there again this morning and talked.
Oh, you were there this morning. Was Bob there this morning? Want some coffee?
Oh, come on, of course he was. I just said he was there. And you're trying to prove something about Susan and Bob again?
Not. I wouldn't want to.
Really?
Excuse me, don't mean to interrupt.
Hello. Well.
How are you? John, before you go, can I count on you to be one of the judges for the Inside Oakdale contest?
Da-da-da-dee-dee-dum,
Sure, why not?
Good. I'll send you all the details about the judging standards and rules and all that stuff later.
I can hardly wait. Did you make up the rules?
Hi, Ellie. How you doing, John?
Have you talked to your mother lately?
Oh, actually, no. I haven't heard from her, which means she's probably having a great time in wacky Waco.
Will you remember her? To me to her when you talk to her?
Me too.
Here, you have that,
Yes,
and I'll buy you
John,
one
I
at lunch.
will.
Oh, okay. I gotta go,
Send
so
your
long.
love.
How was the trip?
Thank you.
How was the trip down east, huh?
Oh, it was wonderful.
Good.
And I have some new ideas for Inside Oakdale.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And how are we doing with PR and Gavin Kruger?
Actually, I have some great ideas. We should sit down and talk about it later
Good.
today.
Let's do that.
Now listen, I talked to Addie when I was back east about Gavin Kruger. She met with him about 2 years ago and filled me in on all his little idiosyncrasy.
Come on. She
did.
never met with him.
She did. Everybody on this side of the Atlantic has met with him. And she said even though he lusts after beautiful women, he also lusts after great deals. So I think we got a good handle on him.
We're gonna get him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope so. And then you're going to give me your desk, your office, and your chair, and we'll all live happily ever after. Just kidding.
Everything but not Jane.
Mm-hmm. So, how's Philip Lombard?
The interview was very informative, and I'm working on something for Inside Oakdale.
You know, Lucinda, I really hate giving that man any space.
So do I. Why are you writing this anyway? You don't write.
I write very well if anyone gives me a chance. Jane, why is my Chinese dog on the floor?
It feels as though I never left. You know that?
Yeah, no. Well, Lucinda has a way of making you feel
No. It's not Lucinda.
What is it?
It's you.
Me?
Yeah. You know what's wonderful? Knowing that there's someone else on this earth that's as eager for you to get back home as you are to get there.
Well, if it's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah, what's up, dog? Well, send that scoundrel in here. You don't have to announce my son. All right. Joshua, what are you doing having yourself announced? Don't you know you can walk into this office anytime you want?
Everybody gets announced around here before seeing the big boss.
Well, looks like I'm going to have to spend some more time here so that you get used to having your old man around. Listen, I've interviewed a couple of candidates for this liaison job between Montgomery Associates and the home office here.
And I'm sure you'll find just the right man.
Yeah, but when you turned me down, I asked Caleb, but his situation has changed now that he's married, and I was wondering if you might reconsider.
I told you no. Why can't you just accept this?
Just simmer down. Now, there's nothing wrong with a man wanting his son to move up in the company, and there's nothing wrong with a father wanting to see more of his son and his daughter-in-law. And that's what would happen if you would take this job.
Doesn't dear old Dad remember what happened to me last time? When I visited Oakdale and I saw Iva? But don't you care to remember the months of therapy she's gone through to get past what I did to her all those years ago?
Yes, but Josh...
No buts. Come on, Dad, you can't expect Maggie and me to spend more time in Oakdale. Especially now after you told me that Iva and Kirk split up because she's still having problems trusting men. I gotta deal with that too now. On top of everything else I gotta deal with in my own therapy sessions. Don't you know what it would do to me to go back there and face her now?
Well, I think Ellie and I are making a lot of progress. in trying to be honest with each other.
Well, I'm glad. It's almost as hard as being honest with yourself.
I'm sorry, it's just sometimes I forget that you're a shrink, that's all.
Well, that's the biggest compliment you've ever given me.
Guess who I saw in each other's arms this morning before I left for work? Kirk and Ellie.
How did you feel?
How did I feel? You know that feeling when you know someone can't wait to see you? So, I really can't resent Ellie for wanting to enjoy that feeling, even though I wish it was someone else.
Hi, folks.
Hello.
How are you?
Would you excuse me? I just want to talk to Susan.
Okay, well, I have to get back to my office
All right.
anyway. Hi, Susan. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, listen, I'm sorry I couldn't talk to you when you came by the lab, but I was trying to get through something with Casey. He's going to tape a television show in a minute.
Well, it's no problem. I just wanted to know how you were doing.
Oh. Not much change, I'm afraid.
Thanks. You know, Duke's gonna pick us up over at the ambulance exit to go over to WOAK. I'm ready. Good. You want some more? No, my throat's a little thick today. It's sore. You see a doctor? Well, I am a doctor, remember? Listen, don't tell Lila, though. She'll get all worried, you know what I mean? Okay.
I wish I had that kind of courage.
You're underestimating yourself, Susan. I've seen plenty of it in you.
I'm just afraid of what's ahead, you know, not only for me, but for Bob. I've got a reputation of being really selfish. But I'm even more concerned for him than I am for myself.
Well, that's a sign of true caring.
Huh. People know around here now. And I'm really
Coca-Cola Classic introduces Magic Cans. You can't tell them apart from real cans, but inside, up to $500 cash, trips, or other great prizes instantly. So take a good look. If you see anything other than Coca-Cola Classic in that can, don't drink from it. It's a winner. So take a good look because
There's magic in the real thing. Can't beat it. Can't beat the real thing.
Kmart lets you beat the summer heat with Pepsi Cool cans at hot prices. The quality you need at the price you want.
When I played football, I crunched quarterbacks. But now I crunch these, JB's Pigskins. The new pork rinds.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going.
This awful itch. Won't anything stop it fast?
Lanacane will. Lanacane shuts off the itch like a switch, instantly. Look, Benadryl can't. Cordaid can't. Hydrocortisones can't. Only Lanacane cream actually quiets the itch nerves that cause every itch, instantly, on contact. So for the fastest relief of every itch, get Lanacane.
Lanacane does shut off the itch. Like a switch. Instantly.
Wednesday's a Wow's Day. Get ready for comic catastrophes. Get ready for the unpredictable laughs behind the laughs. Mary Fran hosts CBS Comedy Bloopers, and it's a wacky day when her mom's in love and Sydney's in hysterics.
Hey already!
An all-new Sydney tonight. Get ready for big laughs on Small Talk Friday.
Excuse me, I've got to get back to the lab.
Susan, I wanted to talk to you for a minute. If I'm interrupting something, I'll be glad to wait.
Susan told me that your son's doing very well out at Wellspring. I'm glad to hear that.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah. I'll see you. See you, Susan.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to ignore finding you and Bob in a motel
Oh,
room
come
last
on.
night.
You got the wrong idea,
No,
you
no.
know?
I'm talking about your relationship with
I
Bob.
have no relationship with
I
Bob.
know better. Come on, I know better. I'm very concerned about Kim.
Oh, really? Where was all that concern when you were married to her? You put her through hell, as I remember. And where were you when I needed you?
I know you don't believe this, But I really am concerned about you, too. Look, why don't you just stay out of this thing? Their marriage is much too strong to...
If you care so much about their marriage, why did you keep forcing Kim to turn to you instead of her own husband? I would think about that. If you're looking to cast a villain in all this, it could be you. I mean, you should be apologizing to Kim instead of standing here blaming me for something that you're probably responsible for.
So, are you going to the park with Joyce today?
Yep.
Yep. Daddy wishes he could go too, but I've got to go to work, son.
Bob, did you get any breakfast this morning? Joyce said no one was in the kitchen when she got here.
I wasn't hungry, Mom.
Well, I'm ready to go. You got a goodbye kiss for Mom? I love you, son.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I hope Tonio doesn't give you any grief.
This would not be the day for it, would it?
See you later.
Mom, if you're here when I get back, we'll have lunch, okay?
Oh, I like that.
Bye, Mommy.
Bye, son. Bye.
Let's go find Joyce.
After you do that, perhaps you'll explain to me what's happening here. I know something's terribly wrong. I could feel it the minute I stepped into this room.
All right, you and the men can go back to the station. I will file a report. I can't imagine handing it in to Mac, though.
I'm sorry to drag you all the way out here, Margot, but damn it, there was a man lying at the foot of the...
I believe you, Duncan, but it might have been some derelict who wandered in last night and stayed on the stairs to keep warm.
Well, as I recall, it was quite warm last night.
Still, I'm sure that's what it was.
I'm no detective, but
You're damn right you're not. And I'd keep that in mind if I were you with all this bloody nonsense about whistling.
Well, let's not forget that Shannon did answer the phone. There was whistling on the other end.
All I heard was a dial tone.
I'm tired of bickering. Still, I did hear it.
I'll walk you out, Margot.
Thanks. Some morning you came in on.
Oh, well, I don't mind.
Oh.
Well, I say, where's your portrait?
I say I don't know. They were here last night when Duncan and I went to bed.
You know how a great cut can give you a whole new feeling about yourself? That is nothing compared to what the right color can do. Here it is, nice and easy. Pick a shade that's a little lighter, a little darker, whatever. Shampoo it in, and wow, it's you, only better. You're gonna be walking around, tossing that head of yours and loving the way it feels. Nice and easy. Give it a shot.
Not everyone knows this, Shirley, but your mom wasn't always this smart.
Why?
Because I used to think to get my dishes really clean, I had to use stuff that was rough on my hands. Boy, was I wrong or what?
Why?
Because now I've got Ivory liquid. Ivory got this greasy casserole dish clean, but it didn't dry my hands.
So?
Clean dishes, soft hands.
Why? Why? Because.
Ivory liquid, where clean and soft go hand in hand.
Isn't that what you said? Who needs perfume in their detergent? Well, I don't, and this little guy sure doesn't, and his daddy doesn't look like the perfume type. So we use unscented Tide.
Unscented Tide, also available in liquid.
Oh, hi, Ann. Listen, I've only got a minute, but I can talk. I'm just cleaning.
New Pine Sol Spruce Ups, the pre-moistened cleaner in a cloth. They clean, wipe, and dry in one stroke. Free up your day. Spruce up with Spruce Ups in lemon or fresh scent.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
On The Young and the Restless.
This whole kidnapping scheme is coming to a head. It's either them or it's us.
Will the kidnappers kill Kay?
Every step has to be perfectly planned. There's no room for any slip-ups.
Or will her double pull a double cross?
You've come to taunt me. I come here for a whole different reason.
Weekdays.
This is CBS.
This is me, Kent Gilliland, before a Nutrisystem. And this is me now. I lost 62 pounds and I feel fantastic. I think my biggest reward from losing all this weight is my health. I feel a lot more healthier and active. I can go bicycling, hiking, go on the beach, and I feel fantastic now. If you want to lose weight, it's easy to do in the Nutrisystem program. Look at me.
We succeed where diets fail you. Don't wait. Call today. Nutrisystem.
Find out who's loving who and whether soap opera Steam has gone clean. Next to all. Today at 4.
At Gurney's International Spa, you can indulge in a seawater massage, an herbal wrap, a sea salt body toner, or a glass of the only brand of orange juice Gurney's now serves, Minute Maid Premium Choice. In other words, the spa that's known for indulging your body is pleased to extend the same privilege to your mouth. Minute Maid Premium Choice. The minute you taste it, you'll know.
Did Vanna White have a secret love affair with Wayne Newton?
She fell in love with Wayne.
On the next hard copy.
Tonight at 7 on 2.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Yes, well, Lily, my darling, you just know that that's all that Emily is going to get. Yes, whatever she got from Mr. Kruger, with all her sexual armament. You know my opinion of Emily, darling. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get even with that mother of hers someday, if I'm at all lucky. Excuse me, dear.
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt this mother-daughter conversation, but I need your okay on something.
Just a minute. Somebody wants to speak to me, pussycat. All right. Look out for the vipers underfoot. And I'm talking about Blake and Emily. Love ya. Is this your new ploy to listen into my conversation?
Not a ploy at all. I just need you to take a look at these new ad rates that Ellie and I came up for inside Oakdale. But you know, I've been thinking.
Yeah?
Maybe instead of undermining Lily's faith in her employees, she should try to build up her self-esteem so that she can start going out with really eligible guys instead of second-rate artists and fortune hunters.
Oh, me, oh, my. One brief visit with the children, the teeny children you abandoned, and you're suddenly the expert on parenting.
Well, I'm not the only one who's worried about Lily. Iva is, too.
Oh, what a parent she is. What do you two do, you and Iva? Do you get together and compare notes now that you've taken on her sister as your mistress?
I resent that comment, Lucinda.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I was just speaking the truth. What do I have to do around this office? Do I have to have an electric button to tell me when you two come in and out?
No, actually, the only reason I'm here is to get your okay on the ad rates I've got. And while I'm here, you know, I'd like to say something. If you don't stop with the personal digs, I think I'm gonna have to find another job somewhere else.
I don't like threats, Ellie.
Well, it's not a threat. It's a fact, and I am just tired of you telling me that I'm Kirk's shadow. Our relationship is our business. That's all, Lucinda.
Dear, it would be, except for the way you carry on when you're working here together. I mean, you make no secret of it, either of you. You have to expect people to make comments about it. And what's wrong with the word mistress? Oh, mistress mine, where art thou roaming? The man bought a yacht. He named a restaurant after you. What do you want him to call you, his boat? I'm sorry, and I do apologize.
Apology accepted, Lucinda.
Good.
Well, bravo. Just don't get mad at me, okay?
Well, I just had to get it off my chest,
I'm glad
you know.
you did. You know, Lucinda likes people who stand up to her.
Yeah, well.
Hey, what's wrong with Lucinda? She was nice to me.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Well, I had to run to the bank for Cal, and I thought you should know that when Kirk came to pick you up at the farm today, Iva saw you two together. I could tell it wasn't easy on her, even though she pretended that it didn't bother her.
Get out of the way! Craig's on the phone from Montego. Oh, my God. Maybe Sierra's coming home for the summer. Do you want to talk to Craig, dear? Oh, forget it. Hi. Hi, Craig, darling. Oh, so good to hear your voice.
Bob, it's been my experience that the best of marriages have problems arise now and then. But I just can't believe that you and Kim feel you have to separate to try to work out whatever this is.
I didn't want to move out, Mom. Kim thought it was best. Hopefully it's temporary. I came by this morning to see if she was ready to talk. But she's not.
Bob, I know how much your home and family mean to you. And I've seen over the past few months how much more Kim is turning each time to John over these crises with Andy. I've even tried to talk to her about it.
I have too.
Well, hopefully Andy's getting the help he needs now, and Kim is back. You two should be drawing closer together rather than living apart.
I agree. Mom, I'm mainly responsible for this. I know that's something that my mother would probably rather not believe.
Son, as much as I love you, I've never expected you to be a saint. I know how important it is to you to feel needed. And I've watched as you felt that your wife needs you less and less. Even though I've understood her almost complete involvement with Andy. Have you perhaps turned to someone else for what you felt Kim was denying you? Is that what this is all about? Oh, Bob.
Buff Puff Daily Cleanser invites your skin to a 30-second revival. It's a clean new feeling that'll awaken softer, fresher skin. Because only Daily Cleanser has something special inside. Gentle micro-bead capsules filled with precious moisturizer to leave your skin radiantly soft. Buff Puff Daily Cleanser. It feels good. The daily revival for your skin.
Years ago, I really hurt my ankle. My doctor recommended the pain reliever and prescription Motrin. Now he recommends Motrin IB for pain.
Motrin IB, no prescription needed.
And it makes my headaches stop.
Motrin IB, doctor-recommended pain relief.
A little cheddar makes a plain potato, scrumptious. But without the cheddar cheese.
No thanks.
So add a little cheddar cheese.
Oh, thank you.
And add a lot of taste. Cheese makes all the difference.
You're about to witness a call that can't be made on AT&T.
Okay, I'll marry you.
Because this call is on MCI Primetime. $8 for an hour of calls starting at 5. AT&T could cost $15.
Kids?
MCI Primetime. One price all evening, the whole country. Call now.
But your mother can't live with us.
Casey, hi.
Hey, Kim.
Good morning.
Good to see
Good morning.
you. Hi, this is Gary Podvitz here. This
Hi,
is
Gary.
Kim Hughes. She's
Hi.
the host of the program. Gary works in the insurance office over at the hospital.
Fabulous.
Pleased to meet you, Mrs. Hughes.
Good to meet you, too. Oh, call me Kim, please. I'm so glad you're going to be on the show.
My pleasure. I'm just a little afraid that I might get a little nervous and clam up. Don't worry about him. Once he starts talking, you won't be able to shut him up.
Well, now, the guys from the VA, they'll be here soon, will they?
Yeah, some of the guys were a little undecided about it when I left this morning.
I see. Well, I have a young woman who's lost the use of her legs who's joining us, too.
Listen, I didn't get a chance to talk to Bob before I left the hospital, but Susan said she's going to watch. She gave me a pep talk, and everybody else is going to be watching, too, I guess.
Good. Okay, I'll be back in just a minute. Excuse me.
How's your throat? Well, it's about the same. Listen, don't let on about it, okay? This is Lila's daughter. Hey, what do you say?
Stepdaddy, you big TV star.
Uh-oh. So did
Hi, Gary.
your mom send you over here to check up on me, or what?
No, I'm sorry. I came here to wish you good luck, smart Alec. Miss Horton.
Right. Hi. Here, let me help you.
Oh, it's okay. I can manage.
Oh, sure. These are two of the other guests on the show. This is Casey Peretti and Gary Podvitz. Peretti and Podvitz.
It sounds like an old-time vaudeville team. I'm Sally Horton.
Hi. I can't do that.
Sorry.
This is Margot Hughes.
I can do that. Hi.
Hi. Is there any more of that coffee around?
Sure. Let me show you.
Great. Thank you, Gary.
This way.
This way. Okay.
Hey, don't let them see that look.
Well, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Have you talked to Kim yet today?
Well, just for a few seconds. Why?
Oh, I just wondered, thought it might be hard for her to get back in the saddle again since she's been so preoccupied with Andy lately.
Everybody's got problems. What are you doing here? All the criminals take a day off, or what?
Fat chance. I got the strangest call of my whole career today. Go. Hi.
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 Surprised to see you.
Well, I hope you don't mind. I just came by to wish Casey good luck.
No, that's great. Good. Hello.
Hi.
You must be Sally?
That's
I'm
right.
Kim Hughes.
Oh, I am delighted to meet you. Haven't missed one of your shows since Patterns went on the air.
Oh, terrific.
I have to tell you, though, I really was very dissatisfied with the last show where Blythe Nelson sat in for you.
Well, that's the best news I've had all day. Do me a favor and write the management and tell them that.
I already have.
Good, good. Come on over here. We need to sit down and
Sure,
talk.
sure. I'm sorry. Excuse me, Kim, but could I just talk to you for just a second?
Yeah, just a minute. I'll be right back.
No problem. How are you doing?
Well, I've had better days.
All right, Kim, I want to apologize for what I said last night. I realized on my way home it was probably the last thing you needed. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know you're trying to help. Right now, I'm just trying to focus on the job at hand.
Good. Always works for me.
Why don't you stay around a while if you can?
I can?
Oh, well, I think Casey would really appreciate it.
Great.
All right. See you later.
Hey, looks like we have a better turnout than I expected.
Yeah, reinforcements.
All right. Let's paint him up. Piper.
Since we didn't get much of a chance to talk on the telephone, I thought I should have some basic facts in order to get the interview started, okay?
Sure.
Also, if there's any particular area you don't want to discuss, then just tell me and we will avoid it.
Well, I think I'm up to talking about pretty much all of it now, although I couldn't for a long time after the accident.
I assume that your condition is the result of this accident?
Right. A few years ago, I was a senior at Oakdale U, headed for a career in phys ed. Then out of nowhere one night when my date and I were driving back to the campus, this drunk driver hit us. And I've had to face up to the facts that I'm never going to walk again.
In the next few hours, someone is going to ask you a tough question. What's for dinner? I'm here to help you with the answer. It could be A, Mrs. Paul's Crispy Crunchy Fillets, or B, Mrs. Paul's Crispy Crunchy Fish Steaks. Then again, it could be C.
Thanks, Gramps.
All of the above.
No one can make fish sticks and fillets taste like Mrs. Paul's because no one else can use her special recipe.
If it's not Mrs. Paul's, throw it back.
It's days like this when I just want to cut all my hair off.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, your hair always looks good. I mean, really good. What do you use on it?
You mean shampoo?
Yeah.
Suave?
Suave.
Uh-huh.
Great.
What?
Meanwhile, I'm buying the most expensive things I can get my hands on.
You know, that sounds so much like
I
you.
know. What is wrong with me? So you really like Suave best, huh?
I really do.
Suave. When you know beautiful hair doesn't have to cost a fortune.
Give a little kick to all your favorite foods with tangy Heinz 57 sauce. It's like ketchup
'Cause I get a kick
with a kick.
out of you. Yeah. Introducing SOS Juniors.
These guys are strong, like big SOS, but small, so when the mess is cleaned up, they're all used up.
Grab a junior a day. Use a fresh pad every day. SOS it.
Hey, what's this stuff?
Liquid dial.
Why'd we switch?
This one has germ killer.
Our own liquid soap had germ killer.
No, it didn't.
Didn't?
Nope.
I thought it did. What about the stuff before that?
It didn't.
It didn't?
Never.
Never?
Never, ever.
Thought it did.
You thought wrong, dear.
I did?
You did.
Most liquid hand soaps don't kill germs. Liquid Dial does because it's made with a unique antibacterial formula.
I know. I bet the stuff we had way back...
Dad, it didn't.
Nah, didn't.
Liquid Dial. It's made to kill germs.
I think we should leave the natural brick, perhaps sandblasted. What do you think? Shannon?
Oh, I'm sorry. Duncan, I think we should call the police. If only to report the theft because of insurance
No, I
purposes.
already look like a bloody idiot in the eyes of the police. I'm not going to call them again. Now, I agree with Shannon. I mean, after all, I do know how expensive those portraits are, as you paid me the commission on them.
You don't have to remind me of how much it cost me to have you paint those portraits. You know, I can't help wondering if there might be a connection between those stolen portraits and the body I found.
Well, perhaps if you questioned the workers in the building to find out if
I've already spoken to everyone.
You know, I could understand this better if these were two famous paintings, but who would want our portraits?
It's a good question. Perhaps next time Duncan finds a body, he'll remember to take the pulse before he calls the police.
Damn it, man. I wanted to get Shannon away from that body when I turned it over. I came right up here and got straight on the phone with the police.
Calm down. I'm just glad that the body wasn't dead when we found it, or dead at all. I just wonder how the whistling fits into all this.
Yes, so do I.
The only person I heard whistling was a rookie cop.
Colin! Go get those black and white sketches that we did for Lisa's projects. Duncan, go to the Argus and do whatever it is you do there.
I'm not going to leave you alone here with everything that's happening.
I am fine. There are workers all over the place. Colin's here.
Oh, well, that's a great comfort to me. How do we know that Crowley didn't steal the portraits himself, eh?
Now you're really reaching.
Am I? He's the only one that knows the true value of those portraits. And he's hurting for money.
Oh, I am not going to listen to any more of this. And I am going to call the police, since you won't. Oh, listen, honey. I know you're upset by what Brian told Lisa last night. And I know the craziness this morning hasn't helped at all.
Well, I can't get the Brian and Beatrice situation out of my mind.
No.
I still think there's a connection to Barbara.
Margot Hughes, please. Oh, Hal Munson, then. Oh, but who's this? Oh, Officer O'Neill. This is Shannon O'Hara McKechnie. Since you were here this morning, I have yet another strange occurrence to report. What? Oh, no, not another body. 2 missing portraits.
And on that basis, I think we should reach agreement. Cordially, et cetera, et cetera. I think that's about it for today, Dottie. Listen, Josh is coming back for lunch in a couple of minutes. I thought we'd eat it in here, if that's all right.
I'll alert Carmen. I must say, it's nice having the boss back in the office.
I must say, it's nice to be back. Tell you the truth, though, I sure am loving that life up at Luther's Corners.
Oh, I can tell. Mellowed you a lot, too.
Good gracious, don't tell the competition. I'll get that. I'll see you, Doc. Cal Strickland.
Cal, it's Caleb. I just want to let you know I got everything taken care of at the bank.
Well, good. I didn't think you were going to have any trouble. How's everything going up there?
Oh, May's been a perfect month. The crops are doing great.
How's that pretty wife of yours?
She's terrific. She just got another modeling job signed for the whole year. The only problem is that, well, it came through Tonio.
Well, I can't say that I'm glad to hear that, but I reckon she'll figure out how to handle that snake. What's the news on the Ellie and Iva front?
Well, like I told you last night, Ellie stayed over, but this morning Kirk came and picked her up, and, well, I think Iva took it worse than she's willing to admit.
Well, you just hold down the fort. Tell everybody we miss them. Your mama is already asking me when she's flying home, so I'll just have to keep you posted. All right, Caleb. How was the rest of your day?
It's okay. I'm sorry about getting a little tense with you.
Nah, don't worry about that. I feel like there was something wrong between the two of us. We didn't have 1 or 2 of our patented dust-ups every visit. Want some hot coffee?
Sure. Do you understand what I said about Iva?
Yeah, I understand, but I still don't think that you can take responsibility for everything that Iva is going through, son.
I don't see it that way, Dan. You know, I do my best to deal with the guilt, and I know I can't help, but I remember that last therapy session I had with her and Dr. Michaels. Sometimes I have nightmares about it. Wake up in a cold sweat.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Sometimes I find myself trying to take blame for everything that's happened. You know, sins of the fathers and all that. You know, I've never really admitted this, but I'm afraid that that's part of the reason why Emma has never said yes. But I truly believe that Iva is going to find a way through all this. And when that day comes, I hope that that's going to free the two of us to truly get on with our lives.
Well, thanks for coming by. I really didn't want to get into this over the phone, but, well, Dr. Michaels thinks that it's a good idea that you come to the session. Well, you know, I know I agree. Are you having second thoughts? No, I mean, if you think it's going to help, then well, I can only hope. Okay, I'll do it. Do you want to have lunch? Oh, yeah. Are you hungry? Yes. Come on, let's go.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
Hi. How's your day going?
Oh, it's going okay. Casey's off. He's doing Kim's show.
No, I know. I stopped by to see Kim and try to talk this morning, but I didn't get anywhere.
You know, I hope it works out for you. I really do. I hate to see you this way. I feel so responsible.
I told you, that doesn't do either one of us any good.
What will?
I don't have an answer for that.
Find a nice place for lunch that's fun.
To demonstrate the improved cleaning power of our new liquid detergent, we washed 100 filthy shirts in new System Surf and one in a leading detergent. While Sam looks for the shirt that still has odors in it, you can see that Surf's improved formula made these shirts whiter and brighter than ever and completely stain-free. Now, Sam, show us the one shirt that still has odors in it. Thanks, Sam. Introducing new System Surf Liquid for the difference Sam can smell and the clean you can see.
Afraid? I ain't afraid of nothing. The bug killers people try on me are a pushover. When are you folks gonna learn? There ain't nothing tough as me. Nothing. Why should I be afraid? Raid!
When it comes to killing bugs, all you need to know is Raid. When it says Raid, nobody does it deader.
I can really rely on Aspercreme.
Joan McKee suffers from minor muscle pain.
Rub it in here, rub it in good. Aspercreme relieves pain fast, and I don't smell like a medicine cabinet.
Aspercreme, fast pain relief without odor. Aspercreme contains no aspirin.
To get the job done right, count on the right paint.
Come to Sears Memorial Day paint sale. We've reduced our best-selling Easy Living flat finish interior paint to just $9.96.
So see you at Sears.
Sale ends June 2nd, so hurry.
And now, as far as Dr. Peretti is concerned, Casey, I know a couple of days ago you were able to save the life of Lieutenant Dan McCloskey of the Oakdale Police Force. Would you tell us about that? What happened?
I had to instruct a good friend of mine, Duke Kramer, a medical student. I had to instruct him to do an emergency tracheostomy.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Well, Duke did all the cutting on my kitchen floor.
Yes, but he wouldn't have known what to do if you hadn't coached him. I just think you're a terrific example. You're dealing with your work, you're making a life for your family and yourself in spite of your disability. And I happen to know that you've got a new challenge coming up in the fall. Now, what's that all about?
Well, I've just been hired a teaching position at Oakdale University in the medical school.
That's just terrific. It really is. But of course, you're already a wonderful teacher. You're demonstrating what real courage and real determination can do.
I'll second that. You got me a job. You got me a job at the hospital.
Great.
Yeah, I gotta admit it. Casey's the only reason I'm here today.
Right.
Yeah, he made us realize that just sitting around at the VA hospital on our duffs complaining, waiting for things to be different, wasn't getting us any housing, not getting us no job opportunities. Gotta let those people out there know that we're here. If we don't, they'll just forget about us.
So, in order to do that, now you've been working on a job directory for the disabled, is that correct?
Right, I'm working on that right now, and I've even talked to people here at WOAK. We're gonna lean on them after the show.
Let's do it.
But somebody would have thought of it if it wasn't for me.
Well, I don't know about that. I tell you, I would love to keep this going, but I'm afraid we're just about out of time. So I want to take this opportunity to thank each one of you for being with us today. Each one of your stories and your comments has been an inspiration to all of us. And as far as our audience is concerned, I'm sure that all of you would like to have more information about ways you can be more helpful, so call us at WOAK and we'll tell you about it. In the meantime, we'll see you next week on Patterns.
And that's a wrap. Good show, everybody.
Great.
All of you were wonderful. Thank you.
Hey, listen, I got an announcement to make.
Thank you.
My boss generously gave me the day off, so you're all invited over to my house for a barbecue tonight. That includes you and Bob, Kim.
Get out of here. I'll call you at the Argus if I need you.
Good day, Crowley.
Be careful not to stumble over any dead bodies on your way out.
wish you wouldn't egg him on like that.
Sorry, I can't help it. I find it all so amusing.
Oh, I wish I did. Oh, gosh, that's probably Hal or Margot. I dread telling her about these portraits after dragging her out here for nothing earlier. Hello? Who is this?
All right, Mr. Taylor, I'll put you down for a full-page ad then.
That's right. Thank you. Goodbye. Where have you been? Lucinda left a half hour ago. We've had this whole big space, and we've been wasting it.
I know, but Iva just called me.
What for?
She wants me to have a session with her and Dr. Michaels tomorrow.
Well, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. You can always back out.
I haven't had a chance to discuss the travel plans with Kim for tomorrow's trip. I'll let you know.
Okay. Gosh, it's going to be wonderful when Andy gets back and everybody's life can get back to normal again.
We should really be having some lunch, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do want you and Kim to come by the house for dinner sometime, Bob. If you could just talk it over with Kim.
I know what you're doing, and stop it.
cordial.
Don't do it.
Well, it's obvious he told her.
Oh, I hope you're wrong.
I had a real blowout with him before.
Susan, I'm really sorry you have to go through all of this.
Oh, it's all right. I'm tough. I can take it. As long as you come out of this okay, I'll be fine.
I just did something kind of weird. I put a leading solid antiperspirant here on my left arm, and now it's a white flaky mess. Then, on my other arm, I put non-whitening Arrid solid. See? No mess. That's because only Arrid has this non-whitening cleaner formula, so you get solid protection against wetness and odor without the white mess. And that means you can get a little closer.
Non-whitening Arrid, the only leading solid protection without the white mess. Now in wide roll-on, too.
Dear Flintstones kids, 10 million strong and growing.
It's a big world, and no one helps kids grow into it strong and healthy better than Flintstones, with all the vitamins kids need.
Dear Flintstones kids, 10 million strong and growing. Dear Flintstones kids, 10 million strong.
Flintstones, preferred by more moms than any other children's vitamin.
And growing.
Lots of traffic on your carpet? Well, it doesn't need to show it. Olay Deep Cleaning Carpet Cleaner. It's specially formulated to get out tough, ground-in dirt. No fooling. Olay, it's serious cleaning.
After 7 days, the leading antiseptic couldn't heal this finger, but this one healed with #1 doctor-recommended Neosporin. Testing shows that Neosporin helps wounds heal faster. Neosporin, for faster healing, it's the one.
Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Raphael. Michelangelo. Raphael.
Kids say the funniest things.
We got it.
Small talk. Then, when Loretta directs Macbeth, it's theater of the ridiculous.
Which one's Carly, which one's Mom?
The show must go on. Sugar and Spice right after Small Talk Friday.
There's been a murder aboard the Queen Mary.
She was very dear to me.
There's a killer at sea.
This is ridiculous.
And the suspects are going overboard on Murder, She Wrote, Sunday.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of the CBS stations. Jewelry by Monet. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.